What's happening, everybody? Let's see what's happening with the weather. MyRadar weather on today's 3/6, 2026, afternoon, late afternoon, um, North America, most of North America. Um, we have currently this is the current weather storm system going through Mississippi and southern Tennessee and moving eastward, almost directly eastward. There's also more storms and lightning in Louisiana and moving eastward as well. See if there's any other parts of the country. Where we see storms today. Looks like there's a little bit of precipitation in southern Arizona, southwest Arizona, but the majority of there's a little bit of precipitation in parts of Florida, looks like, but the biggest system is this one here, and it's in like I said, it's in northern Mississippi, southern Tennessee, and going eastward, Louisiana moving eastward, and there's spots where there's yellow and red, so there could be heavy precipitation. So I went ahead and got the premium version of this app. I on a 7-day trial. I'm just kind of learning some new features and going from there. Yeah, I just kind of see how some new features are. Looks like there's get the per station weather. You can get the historical weather. You can also there were other features here that are available. Road weather. There was a storm chaser, video storm chasers. That's available in the premium. The hurricane tracker. It's not really hurricane season, but there's a hurricane tracker that's available. There's avalanche danger, and that's kind of in the spots where there's mountains and likely snow. So yeah, there's some new features here with the per station, and I'm kind of learning a little bit on this. There's Kansas City. This will just kind of be an experience to learn about, because I don't, there's like, I guess these are all the stations that you can get some information. Please select an object to view further details. Oh, will you? Somewhere in St. Louis, maybe? ESTL. Reflectivity, spectrum width, velocity. So yeah, I get a little, E1, E2. That's something something to learn. And then there's also like you can get, there's two different, so there's some new features with it. There's also this like car feature. You can take a route cast, pick a starting location, pick an ending location for the route cast. So that's new. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to And then historical. This is something I just kind of looked at briefly. So this looks like the time frame. So 3/8, and that was yesterday. And I guess you could pick a day, pick a time. That was 3/7. Yeah, so it's apparently saving. So you got historical weather as well. And then I'm gonna make sure I'm on the. So I'm high def. And then let's go satellite. Just look at the different features. Sometimes satellite seems like it takes a minute to load the screen. A lot of times satellite you get the clouds in addition. I'm not sure why it's kind of slow. It's usually going this slow. So it's just taking a minute to get some information, maybe. Who knows? And my internet provider or the VPN is controlling the speed. We don't know. But anyway, I got good speed. Alright, so let's go temp map. So for some reason the satellite takes a minute. I mean, you just gotta be real patient on that one. Which I may not always be real patient. So I got, let's see, there's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, there's 6 fires in the United States. Let's look at those for a minute. There's the Raider Creek file, and that one's been displaying on here for several days, if not weeks. And 100% contained. 16 miles from Roundup, Montana. Sounds like that one's contained. Let's look at the one north of Houston. USTX, 5 miles southeast from Zavala, Texas. City of Zavala, 100% contained. And then 5 miles, there's another range 6 fire 5 miles north from Janus, Mississippi. And this one is 90% contained, 80 acres, 10 personnel. Federal land, undetermined cause. One in Florida by Tallahassee, Savannah. This one's a fairly new one, 25 miles south of Sumatra, Florida. And 65% contained, 2 acres, 50 personnel, cost human. Bills of branch fires, 100% contained. That one's been showing on here for days, not weeks. And then we got South Florida fire, 1 mile southeast, Miles City, Florida, City Ochapee. And causes human, 67% contained, 104 personnel total. Alright, so we got fires, US, and we got temperatures 83 in Miami, 68, Los Angeles, 51, nowhere, let's see what we got. Portland, Eugene. There's Portland, 49 in Portland. Billings, 32. Omaha, 74. Houston, 83. I'll check out somewhere in the northeast. Portland, Maine, 53 degrees. All right, so we got so I looked at the temp map. And, I think the composite is very similar to the high def map. I put the composite on, and I don't notice too many differences between that and this is high def, and this is composite, and I don't notice many differences. So let's look at the radar forecast, and this is for 2 a.m. and I still need to figure out if this like which time zone this is. If this is showing me, it's giving me some privacy. It's showing me in Florida. I'm not gonna say where I am, but that's where it's showing me. But maybe that's the Eastern time zone. That would be my guess. 'Cause that's where the blue dot is. And we saw those storms going on the current on the high def right here. So you would guess that those things would be further along over here on the forecast. And I don't know if that's UTC time or something I'm gonna have to learn. All right, so nothing too crazy today. I guess people in this area are gonna be watching this storm here. But let's go over to Alaska and Hawaii. So Alaska's got not a whole lot of precipitation. Unless this is all, like I didn't put clouds on there. I didn't give the cloud. But if you add clouds, then you have that kind of. I have a feeling that that's snow. And then you remove the clouds, and it doesn't remove much of anything. But it's on the forecast. So let's go back to high def. Let's go to current high def, and then we go to right now there's no precipitation over the state of Alaska. At least we're not seeing it, and I think that this is snow here, because snow is white, and it's very cold. 7 degrees Fahrenheit there, 28 degrees there, so it's definitely cold enough to be snow. So my guess is that is a snow going through that body of water there. Now we have temperatures. Juneau 28, Anchorage 13, and Fairbanks is -8. And those are the big three cities, are the most populous cities in Alaska. All right, let's move over to Hawaii and see what Hawaii is looking like today. And just to be certain, we're on the high def, and so that is what Hawaii is looking at today. It looks like there's a storm system right here for Hawaii, and this storm system is possibly moving. It looks like it's moving towards Hawaii, but right now 75, upper 70s throughout much of Hawaii. 80 degrees in Honolulu. Well, nope, not Honolulu. Honolulu's 81. Upper 70s, 80s in parts of Hawaii. 65 on top of this mountain here on the mainland. And yeah. So that's what Hawaii's looking at. Yeah, so we got. Anyway, that's the main system right there. But I'm gonna, like, I'm gonna have to find out times on the forecast. Because this is the forecast for 1:50. Like, is that Eastern time or is that UTC? I'll have to learn on that one. Anyway, yeah, that's all I'll get today. Like I said, the main storm is in this part of the country, the southern parts of the southeastern part of the United States, and it's moving almost directly east at the moment. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful day.